The Pauper metagame is full of counter spells and I want to place them as well, but I also want to stop my opponent my way, and that's playing something like Pauper Turbo Fog. We're bringing it back thanks to, in partnership with the MTG Ambassador program. I wanted to talk about how Jace's Erasure absolutely slaps. Enjoy. Honestly, yeah, the queues are pretty quick today. We're gonna keep this hand right here. Or do we? All right. I don't know how much you can really complain about certain hands when it comes to playing Turbo Fog. Let's see here. Quandrix Campus into, how do we want to do this? Just Battlefield tap Quandrix Campus. It doesn't really matter. You play the Quandrix, I guess. The card that does something for you. There isn't a card in the deck that necessarily relies on having types enter, so that's not a problem. Wonder what they're on. What type of Orzhov build? Every time I see Orzhov, I think of like initiative. Yep. A lot of life gain. That's fine. Gain all the life you need. At this point, I'm in no rush. Yield until here. Yeah, at this point, I'm in no rush. I'll just impulse at end step. Ash Barrens. Cycling for a card. Planes. Okay, maybe the life gain variant of this? Okay. Yeah, potentially the life gain variant of Orzhov. Kind of like Orzhov mid-range or something. Burns' worst nightmare. Truly, Burns' worst nightmare. I'm happy to grab the growth chamber because my spells aren't going to be countered here. So the Lórien revealed is just going to get hard cast, honestly. Not really using that mana in any logical way. Okay, I'll do it the other way then. Play the Thornwood Falls. Next turn I'll play Island and just cast Lórien Revealed. Have to discard 2 cards, 1 card? Can't even think right now. I'm at like 7 cards next turn. Play land, Lórien. I'll have to discard 1 card. I don't even know what I'm doing. I should just pass through. All right, opponent, what do you got? A lot of white cards, a little bit of card draw, cards in hand available. They're not having to interact with us. And you know what's nice here? In the long game, if they keep just bouncing stuff, it's going to be better for us. Ultimately, them drawing cards, it's going to be better for us. It's going to be net positive. So it's going to be a bit of a grind, but we can get there. All right, yeah, we're gonna tap ourselves out here. Play the island. Play the Lórien Revealed. Okay. All right, pass through. Drop one of these. Drop one of those. I could honestly drop like a Moment's Peace. That might have been better, but I'm wondering if they know that we're Turbo Fog. It's always interesting to see what decks Pauper players have experience with. But again, at least our cards aren't going to be countered. They could be interacted with in terms of the graveyard, so that is a small reason why I'm hesitant to throw Moment's Pieces out. Decks like this can play Mainboard. We're going to foretell this, and then we're going to Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah, pass through. What are you doing on end stop? Aha, there you go. They could keep bouncing that. They could keep bouncing that. Huzzah, huzzah. All right. Play the Moment's Peace and then pass through. Honestly, like the tangle is big value too, but it's fine. And what's nice about this, I have Jace's Erasures. That could help like speed things up. Hopefully if I can get that enchantment, I can win with it. That would be nice. That would be nice. All right. Let's get some card draw out. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pass through. You have to discard a card. I will probably be discarding a land. I really like all of these spells. Like, to be honest, I really like all of these spells. Or Eureka Moment. Like, I'm drawing a lot of spells. Like, at some point, I'm drawing a Eureka Moment and drawing some nice stuff at some point. Another Bejwejwe Bog. Yep. Yep. Loses 2 life and discards a card. All right, Moment's Peace in the yard. Not a fan of that one. They not a fan of that one. I'm happy to do this. Get some value out of that. You could go for some big card draw turns here too, where on their turn, if they start casting some spells, excuse me, and doing some things, then we could go for like a Weather, Arcane Denial, whatever. I'm wondering if I actually even bother going for a Murmering Mystic plan in this. I don't think so. I think because of how slow they are, they're going to use up a lot of clock trying to get through me. So I could end up clocking them in that sense, but what's the fun in that? All right, we're going to wait. Honestly, I'm not gonna do anything. Even though I missed a land drop, I'm not gonna do anything. Okay, let's in response to the ETB, I'm gonna do this. Behold the Multiverse. Another Stream of Thought is interesting. We're gonna put on top. I'm gonna impulse. Do I impulse? No. I think I weather the storm. I think I just do this now. At full control, and then I Arcane Denial one of these. There's a lot of cards drawn right now, but I'll make it work. It's a fun little trick. If you do that, you get both sides of the trigger. The trigger where you get to draw a card, and the trigger where the controller of the spell that you countered gets to draw a card. So in this case, we're gonna drop a Stream of Thought into the yard, because they can't, well, unless they have a third Bojuka Bog. A third Bojuka Bog is absolutely insane. That's all I'm gonna say. A third Bojuka Bog is absolutely unhinged. I'm comfortable throwing that in there, and then we can Stream of Thought, because we're gonna draw 4 cards before our main phase next turn. So, all right, Dogbringer Cleric is another way to do it. That's fair. All right, at least we have 3. We have 3 copies, and we still have the Jace's Erasure, which I'm trying to find right now because I'm using up a lot of my raw card draw spells and card draw mechanics just to get things going. All right, take 4. Go back to 12. This is a great opportunity to weather again. Okay, do that first. Always yield. Always yield. All right, I would love to draw 2 cards. Eureka Moment. All right, draw a land. A land, please. I think I'm supposed to cast this first. I need to start putting some lands on the battlefield. Okay, both of those are good, but I'm not gonna play the Erasure now. So on top, tap this. Okay, pass through. This is so annoying. I could cast a Stream of Thought here. That is annoying. All right, that is fine. That is fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, there are going to be some graveyard shenanigans. So I think post-board I'm supposed to bring in another stream of thought. I think that's probably the way to do this. Scry 2, there are 41 cards. I'm at 31. I could very well deck myself first. But okay, put an Impulse away, because that doesn't draw me a card, and put away the Arcane Denial. Yeah. Next turn, we're gonna start doing some stuff. Because next turn I'm gonna be able to play Jace's Erasure and then just mill them out. Yep. Flick of that back. All right, attack all. We're gonna tangle, which is great. That's gonna fog them for so long. That's a huge swing for us, truly. And then I'm gonna shuffle those back in. I'm gonna shuffle Weather. I'm gonna shuffle a bunch, honestly. If I cast a Stream of Thought here, play that. Play the Erasure. I'm comfortable with just casting one, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to shuffle just yet. Maybe I should wait on the other Stream of Thought before I start doing anything too crazy. Because right now I have I don't have the ability to do much. I have to kind of a Eureka Moment first if I wanted to do anything. I think I will. Okay, they're not exactly pressuring me just yet, so I'll wait. I'll Behold. We are truly not drawing any, like, in terms of lands, we are not drawing anything. I need to find my other Stream of Thought too. Okay, both those are fine. Now I wish I cast the thing. All right, point those at you, and then point those at you, and then yeah, okay, fine. Begin sideboarding. Perfect. So that is how we're gonna win this game. Sandstorm could actually be kind of good, honestly. Yeah, Sandstorm could be kind of heat. But I think the other Stream of Thought is good too. Let me drop though. What do we drop though? Maybe like an Arcane Denial. But if they're gonna bring in all that graveyard hate, I could also bring in a Return to Nature. But I could. I think a Return to Nature is, you know what? I'm gonna bring in a Return to Nature. I'm gonna bring it in because then I can actually deal with their. Did that actually go through? It did. Okay. We're gonna keep this. It's not super fast, but it's something. All right, we'll drop those. I think the spells have value to us. Yeah, play the Thornwood Falls just to gain a life, right? Because we're losing some life off of that. We're gonna lose a net 4 from that card eventually. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're just gonna have to hope to play enough lands where the Lórien reveal is gonna come in, and like replenish us at that point. All right. Preordain. Arcane Denial is not something we want right now. I think we know the type of game we want to play at this point. With this, might have to just drop a Weather. I think I want to keep Preordaining. No, we drop a Weather. We'll Impulse. We're not going to Preordain. Yep. Yup. Bajuka? No land. I'm going to take the playback. All right. Opponent. Greedy hands. Don't blame them on that little cute interaction that they got going there. Ooh, they just have a ton of these, don't they? Okay, I'm gonna do this before I start thinking about like removing lands from my hand. The other tangle is hilarious. I'm gonna grab a Thornwood Falls, any order, and then drop the Rimewood. Pass through. Taking some damage. Well then. Well then. Okay. Undo. Well then. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. They probably have some enchantment hate though. So we do have to be careful about that. They definitely have brought in some enchantment hate. Yes. This isn't... I didn't do this one right. I should have played the Thornwood Falls because next turn I can Lórien Revealed. I didn't do this right. I didn't do this right. I'm gonna take 2 here. As long as they don't draw another land, I'm actually good. I think I'm actually good. Dawnbringer, okay. Yeah, destroy the Erasure. That's fine. I could, if they don't draw Bojuka Bog or anything like that, I could just end up drawing that back. So that's perfectly fine. Yep. I mean, next turn I'm going to Lórien, kind of refill a little bit. I have lost plenty of cards in action. Actually shouldn't pass through. Not just yet. I feel like I'm doing better with my clock. I'm doing much better with how I'm managing my clock. All right, opponent, what are you up to right now? I'm gonna tangle that. I think I'll use one of these Lóriens to find an island. Maybe just a Rimewood, honestly. It's not like I'm doing much with that island, so I think the tap line is better just to get it out of the deck and out of the way. What do you got for 2? Those don't untap unless you bounce back one of them, which is whatever. Opponent, how are you doing this? What do you... Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Cycle. Right, Rimewood Falls. Untap. Arcane Denial. We're gonna Lórien Revealed. Just draw 3 cards. Play the Rimewood Falls and go from there. So they're gonna cast like they're gonna activate their relic in response to what we're doing here, and they would love to. At this point, they need card draw. They cannot at all find lands right now. Yeah, they're just not a fan of what's going on right now. Yup, I'm gonna take out the Rimewood Falls. This is a great moment, by the way, for this stream of thought. Like they tapped out. That is not cute for them. So I'm going to cast once on them, right? And then go return Tangle, Erasure. I think just Tangle and Erasure. I'm happy with that. Yeah, just Tangle and Erasure. Maybe a Lórien, but I don't need to do so just yet. Just a Tangle and Erasure. Let's put this away as a foretell. I think if I can, I'm not taking too much damage this turn, so I think if I can set up like a big weather turn with that foretold away, that's one of the bigger benefits you get, I think, out of playing something like Behold the Multiverse. Like, you get some pretty sweet. Yeah, they're mad. They just drew this Bojuka Bog, so they're not a fan. Honestly, draw like this. If I was playing that permanent bounce deck, there is a bounce deck that be doing stuff like that. Oh, 1/1 counter on it. Huh? Hero token. I'm used to like the Wicked token, or when it dies. Modern musings, right? Modern musings. I think I might just do this now, though. I do need to draw into something, like valuable things. Moment's Peace is nice. Stream of Thought, not very useful at the moment. So we're going to top the Moments piece. Force is good. Just developing our lands is important. Preordain. Oh, Erasure is great. Put on the bottom? Put on top. Put on top. Play the Erasure. And then we can Arcane Denial like an Ephemerate that comes down. That's ultimately what we have to worry about. Otherwise, I'm happy to wait until next turn here. Sure. Get this. Draw a card, sure. Yeah, they got to find a way to deal with that, because once I start fogging off, it's gonna get interesting. So they have lethal on board right now. Have lethal on board right now. That's fine. So we will fog that. And they only have one white source, so that Ephemerate is only happening once. This one, I need my card draw spells. Yeah, this one I need my card draw spells. Yeah, go to your second main, cast your spell. That's not cute. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, opponent. No. That cleric is not coming down. They are drawing 2 cards though. We got 2 triggers off the Erasure. Sure. Yep. Do they find a land to draw? Found a land to draw. And they're just playing it out as an Ash Barrens, which is great. That out first. Always yield. Always yield. That's going to be their trigger this turn. Yep, do that. Save targets. Always yield. The Tangle is really nice, though. The Tangle is really nice. So next turn, we're going to be able to do some fun things. Like we're going to Tangle Weather. We're going to Tangle Weather Impulse. Yep. Oh, and the Eureka Moment is so good too. Yeah, Tangle Weather Impulse. We're gonna draw a ton of cards, gain a bit of life, fog them, and that's where this is where we start turning that game around, right? They have a ton of cards too. They're gonna have to discard. This is pretty sweet. I'm happy to make them work for it. But grindy matchups like this, they almost don't stand a chance, right? You can see how you can piece together like such a solid kind of base to win. So we Tangle. Right, and they don't untap, which is great. Okay. Okay. What are you returning? Okay. Cast. Happy to discard the impulse, honestly. Yeah, can't do anything right now, opponent. Can't do anything right now. So we're gonna weather. Storm count 3. We counter one of these. We're gonna Arcane Denial. Okay. Arcane Denial one of the copies. We're getting big life here, opponent. Big life. I'm surprised they still want to grind this out with us. Yeah, no, GG's. That's what I'm saying. We just called it there. Like, you cast the Arcane Denial, like you cast the Weather the Storm, you cast the Arcane Denial after. That's Turbo Fog. All right, GG's.